Hello, my name is April, the colorist behind Dreamy Color Fix. Today I am going to finish this lovely drawing, lovely line art from Jasmine Becket-Griffith. I have the flip through on my channel. It will be in the description if you're interested in this book. It's got many lovely illustrations in here, and I did this with Prismacolor pencils, and the lily pads were done with Faber Castell Polychromos. I only have 2 of those. But I think that I prefer Prismacolor pencils, but they do get very waxy, and I've had a lot of trouble with the skin. Like when I do the darker colors like this red and purple in the background, the little waxy parts would just get all over my lighter parts. So yes, Faber Castell was great in that respect, but I just think that it doesn't look very good. I can't layer as much with the Faber Castell Polychromos. Maybe it's because they're oil based and a harder pencil. So I'm thinking of getting a different type of pencil than Prismacolors, but for now, that's what I have. Just little things bother me about the Prismacolors, but does it warrant me to? I'm looking into maybe Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils. Please comment below what pencils you use, just because maybe it'll help me decide on a future pencil set I could buy. I'm interested in pencils that are, I don't know, I'm not sure yet, but just Prismacolors look great, but the waxy bloom, if this wasn't a full square page, the waxy bloom would just kill me. You can see it on here, but Faber Castell was great, didn't have that, but I like the texture a little bit with the Faber Castell, but it just, I can't do a lot with it. But it's probably because I don't know, I only have 2, and this is really the first time I've really used it. But we're going to color this alligator, and I guess I'm going to talk about color palettes a little bit. Now when I did this drawing, I wasn't even thinking of red hair, but I knew that I wanted her to have green eyes. And I also did a skin color tutorial using Prismacolors on my channel. I will link that in the description for your information if you need it. And we have 3 colors from Prismacolor Premier color pencils: aquamarine, cobalt turquoise, and light aqua. I think I will accent the alligator using some pink. So pink and green, basically pink and turquoise. But since the hair is so warm, I didn't want to go with orange. I thought about it, but I already have so much red going on here, and only red. Then I thought about blue, but this is close enough to blue. I love turquoise. I love teal colors more than I love any other. So it's a blue. This is my favorite color, and we're going to go this way. So the alligator can be a cool tone. And not saying that if this alligator was orange, it wouldn't work out. Actually, I thought about it, making an alligator that was kind of like a phoenix. But I think that this will work better in the end, just because I wanted to add just a little bit of pink. Oh, and this, I will list the colors, but there won't be a lot of colors. This video will also hopefully be short. And this is light aqua, PC 992. And this alligator, well, because of this red color, I have a lot of red specks going on. And that is a big pet peeve with Prismacolor Premier pencils. Even if I use a brush like this to wipe off the debris, wax, it just gets everywhere, especially if it's a dark color. If it's a light color, no, not really. Maybe if I sprayed it once before layering more, that could help. And I also, with the skin, I used a layer of turpenoid in between the final finish. But with everything else, I didn't. Maybe that was the problem. This, I mean, I can layer that. You can do completely without turpenoid. Turpenoid just makes everything easier. Oh, and because it is still mermaid, that's why I'm doing mermaid videos. But since I'm only uploading once a week on this channel, I haven't done many, you know, videos like mermaid related videos. But I have once a week. I'll have mermaids. I think there's 2 more weeks left of mermaid. And I want to go with a light color. I think we're going to go with just pink, PC 929. I guess I shouldn't make him so cute and lovable because we need a social distance, so she needs a barrier. But that's okay. I think we can be a little bit more approachable. This alligator and everybody. Businesses are starting to open up. In Texas, gyms will open up on Monday. What about your hometown? How are things going on the social distancing front? And for her hair, I went pretty simple. I just used 2 colors. I think it was a poppy red and scarlet lake. 2 colors on the leaves, on the lily pads. I used a lot of colors for her eyes. Other than that, and I think this alligator will, you know, have more than just 2 colors. This is the underbelly, or the underbelly, the bottommost part of the alligator, which is going to be the lightest, the most vulnerable, and then the top part we will have the darkest colors. I think we'll have first we'll go with just regular aquamarine PC 905. This paper does really well with color pencils. I would say maybe not so much completely with the Faber Castells, but with the Prismas, yes. And this is not cardstock, but it's like heavy paper text weight. And I think the top of his head will be a different color. I'm not sure yet. I forgot this little lily pad area. Oh, I got these Faber Castells in a scrawler box. What I like about these Faber Castells is they're easy to layer, yes. Quicker too. Oh, and these Faber Castell colors I'm using is Polychromos. This one is Earth Green, 9201 168. That's a long number. And this one is Van-Dyck Brown. It's really hard to see that gold. 9201 176. 9201. Almost sounds like the old show. Or 91201. What was that show's name? Never mind. Can't remember. The one with Luke Perry. 9102. Okay, so I have almost one layer down. I've used like 3 colors. I think we're going to go with well, I'm not really sure yet, but we're going to take this henna PC 1031 and color the inside of his mouth this color. I'm starting to put more pressure now. Depending on how you like to color, this is different person to person, but I don't like to see the white of the paper as much as possible. So I am slowly layering, and this is still going to just be the inside of the mouth is just going to be this one henna color, but I don't want to see any of the white. Just like this purple in the background, that was just Delilah purple, and Parma for the highlights in this area. This is probably about my 3rd or 4th layer, and I am putting more pressure, not the heaviest pressure, but more than before. And at this point, I see very little spots as I do this. The tips of these break off quite often, which doesn't happen with the Faber Castell. And I use this sharpener here. I almost never get any broken in here, and knock on wood. Staedtler sharpener. Bought that in Korea. It's better than the Prismacolor sharpener. Now I'm putting a lot, maximum amount of pressure. And the tip keeps breaking. And I want to leave it a flat color. If I wanted to make some of the areas inside a darker color, I could go with a darker, well, this Tuscan, well, maybe this Tuscan red will be good. So even though I burnished it, see, the problem is I can't do more after I burnished it, see? Well, I can do just a little bit. But normally you can just, I would have done this in the beginning using the two colors. But just a slight darkening effect works really well. This is Two Skin Red. I like this color a lot. PC 937. Alright, so even though I'm using this to brush it off, there's a lot of red, you know, just the red that got on other areas. But since it's just the first layer, and that's a good thing, it's good I did that first, the darkest color. Maybe in the future, if I use Prismacolor pencils, do the hair first and the skin last. I'm coloring in like the areas with the irregular scale shaped. And then the other circle shape scales were just the regular mid-tone teal. And then we have some of the regular shape scales right here on the side. And right here on his forehead. This is Delilah Purple PC 1009. This is the mid-tone one, this is Aquamarine PC 905. I want to color the areas like the above his eye, his eyelid, and around the irregular scales, because I don't want those to be too dark. There are light little lines throughout this drawing, mostly around not the figure itself, but on other areas where the highlights or darker areas would be, where probably they were in her original painting. And I am going to take some hot pink PC 993 and accent some of these scales on the edges. That's a pretty color combination. The teal in this hot pink makes it look like this soft purple. I think that I'm going to do that. Oh. This is the PC992 Light Aqua. I am going to go with the lightest area again down here below. I am using light to medium pressure. I'm still not ready to burnish, but I'm getting more color down. This is just pink 929. Just gonna give his muzzle just a soft rosy blush. I'm gonna go back with the light aqua. Now I am starting to put medium pressure. Some of the red or the henna just got on this area, so he's gonna have some reddish blots. Once I've committed, oh well, it's got enough of a waxy residue and enough layering, then I can start to burnish it. And if I'm satisfied with it as far as the color, then I do it. I'm going to take a darker aquamarine because of the red little spots going on, and just slightly darken up some areas right here just to cover up that red. I think that'll do it. And go ahead and take the pink for the muzzle again. And this is the aqua, light aqua. And this is aquamarine, just to darken up some areas right underneath here. From this point on, I will be doing a voiceover with the speed color. I just couldn't do a chat and color the whole time. There was just too much noise while I was coloring, but I still wanted to get it done. And the speed color is going to be just okay for the final part only. And so I am using the 3 colors I mentioned earlier. I will link the colors in the description, but the colors that I'm using, the darkest color is PC105 Cobalt Turquoise. I used for the irregular scales, and the mid-tone was Aquamarine PC905, and the lightest was Light Aqua. And I did use pink and hot pink. Hot pink was used mostly for the scales on the top, and the just regular pink was used for the bottom belly of the scales, and I think a mixture of the hot pink and pink, and then the mouth area and the, what do you call it, the neck, he's got like that double neck. Yeah, that was I used pink for. And I really love how this turned out, but I don't like Prismacolor pencils. They just cause too much wax everywhere, and I'm not sure. Maybe I should have taken my tortillon and blended the skin a little bit more, because I got all that debris. I had to keep on going over and over my skin with my light peach color to get rid of like the like little debris. I'm using a brush to like get rid of everything, but it just ends up just attaching itself to the skin tone. Just I guess there's no way around it. If I did the skin tone last, maybe that would work, but then it would be all dirty by the time I get to the skin. So I need to find a different color pencil. But I don't use color pencils all the time. Most of the time, because of this, I use markers first. But I wanted to do this because I do love the effect of color pencils. It does look beautiful when you are finished with it, even though it takes longer. And I am using my Signal Uni Ball. It's like a broad tip point. I use the regular tip for the alligator to highlight. And I use the Moonlight Jelly Roll for the lips, just to bring in some of the green from her eyes to the lips. And I'm finished with this. I hope that you enjoyed this speed color and color and chat video. See you next week in my next video, dreamers. Goodbye, everyone. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.